Welcome to the WRDSB Adjudication module. This module is intended for use by grade 12 students who are fulfilling their literacy requirement. Students will have been recommended to this process through their guidance counselor or vice principal and will complete this process under the supervision of a teacher. Welcome. Upon logging in, you will find a visual table of contents. The visual table of contents will show each of the elements that need to be completed to successfully complete the adjudication process. Additionally, it will show your progress on each of the topics. Begin by looking at the welcome module. The welcome module will include this video as well as all of the requirements for the adjudication process. See that for the adjudication process, there are two major components, reading and writing. There are 5 reading tasks: reading a narrative, reading a dialogue, reading an informational text, and reading a news article, as well as an open response to a text. For the first 4 reading tasks, you will be asked to read a passage and complete some multiple choice questions to demonstrate your comprehension and understanding. For the open response to a text, you will be asked to select a passage to read and write a 100-word response using evidence from the passage. For the writing tasks, you will be asked to do 2 things. First, a grammar and language conventions quiz, which will also be multiple choice. Second, you'll be asked to write an essay expressing and supporting an opinion. Once you've completed each of the elements, you will be asked to complete an exit survey. The exit survey is an indicator that you've completed everything and it is now ready for evaluation. I'm going to take a moment and show us what the reading passages and requirements look like. So we'll look at reading a dialogue. When I click there, we'll see that my table of contents remains to the left and that I begin with some overview. The overview just tells me what I will be required to do and what is being looked for. I begin by looking at the introduction, which gives me a short overview of the passage as well as a reminder of what's being asked of me. The instructions let me know I need to read the dialogue and then complete the quiz. It's a good idea to look at the quiz before reading the passage. When we look at the quiz, we'll see the questions ahead of time. Reading the questions ahead of time allows for you to set a purpose for your reading. So step 1, read the questions of the quiz. Step 2, read the passage and then complete the quiz. You can complete the quiz multiple times until you've earned a level 3. All right, let's take a look at the open response to a text section. Once again, we come to the open response to a text section, you'll see that there's first a piece that shows us what we're required to do. Then there is the section with the directions. We're going to see here, we're going to select one of the questions. You'll see that there are 2 options. Select one. You will read the informational text and then answer the question that is asked by using support from the text. Support can include examples, quotations, stats. So option A, you can look at the gender-specific and gender-neutral pronouns infographic and answer the question. Your answer should be about 100 words in length using complete sentences. Or you could look at the Canada's Forest Resource. Again, you answer the questions, use evidence from the text, and your answer is about 100 words in length. Please use complete sentences. To submit your work, you're going to go to the assignment drop box. If you click on there, you'll see that the instructions are repeated. There's a checklist for success as well as a rubric. And that rubric will tell you for successful completion, we must show that the response indicates considerable reading comprehension. This is done by using evidence from the text. The response provides accurate, specific, and relevant ideas and information from the reading selection. So that there shows us what we need to do to be successful. To upload your file, you're simply going to hit add a file. There's a couple options. If you have it saved to your computer, you'll select My Computer. If you completed it in Google Drive, you'll select Google Drive. Then you add your file. And finally, hit Submit. Now we'll take a look at the writing of an essay. For the opinion essay, you have two ways that you can fulfill this requirement. The first option is to submit a piece of writing you have done for class during the current school year. This piece must express and support an opinion, and you will need to complete the form at the end on the exit survey indicating you've already submitted this work for a class. The second way is you can write a new opinion essay. There are 7 topics to choose from. In both cases, the writing should be approximately 500 words. Again, there's a checklist of success criteria that you'll see here. These include that you have an introduction, supporting body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Relevant reasons, examples, and facts to support your opinion, and that it's approximately 500 words. You submit your work into the Dropbox. You'll see when you go to the Dropbox that the instructions are repeated, and you will also find the checklist and you'll find the rubric. To successfully complete this element, you need to show 2 things: control of conventions. Conventions are your spelling and grammar, as well as your paragraphing. Then you also need to show a clear and consistent opinion that's developed and supported. Once again, you can add a file either from Google or from your computer that is your completed work, and then you will hit submit. The final component of the adjudication module is the exit survey and final checklist. The exit survey asks for you to provide some information. You're simply going to provide your last name, first name, your school location. You will indicate if you submitted any work from a previous course for the opinion essay. You'll be asked for some details if you did. By completing the exit survey, you are letting the evaluators know that you have completed all pieces and you are ready for that feedback cycle. Finally, there is a checklist. We ask that everyone participates in completing the checklist. This serves to help you know that you have completed all of the requirements. Thank you for viewing and good luck with the adjudication process.